Welcome to Discover Janesville. My name is Yuri Rashkin, and we're sitting on the patio of Mocha Moments, and I'm glad to be joined here by Kay and Neil Deupree. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are very involved in the community. You are members and participate in many different groups. More so than probably any other person, more than any other person that I've met. Why do you think it's important?
Because Janesville is a small enough community that we can know the people in government, so that we can know people in the community and have positive interactions with them. And because there are so many important things that need to happen.
That's true. I think it's having Janesville is small enough where you can be involved and you can participate and you can communicate with people on a personal and human level and have a good interaction that way. But you're involved in you're in League of Women Voters and Rockport Road Community Garden. Why community garden?
I believe in gardens. I grew up on a farm and just feel like digging in the dirt's in my blood, and so wherever we've lived, I've had to have a garden and feel like there's some real benefits to that many families haven't had a chance to experience. And so if we can provide a way for others to participate in that circle of planting and growing and harvesting and seeing how that all works and feeling like you're a piece of it, I want to help people experience that because it's exciting to me. I want to share that.
How do people get involved with the community garden if they want to be a part of that?
Well, there's several different ones around the city now. The largest one's out by the jail that the county, in fact, I'm not sure, Mike Maddox and company through Rotary Gardens take care of that one. For ours, there on Rockport Road, we're really looking for folks who live close by. I really feel, just from my own experience, that if you can see the garden from your house, you're more likely to really continue to participate and go over and check on it regularly and so forth. So we really are most interested in folks close by. There aren't a lot of beds. There's only 10 beds, so it's not like we're looking for the whole city.
You can't feed everyone
exactly.
with the 10 beds.
Well, and that each family would do their own thing with it in terms of what they'd like to grow and prepare.
Have you had a pretty big participation so far?
Well, we've done it 1 year. And last year was a lot of fun. We worked with the summer school students to plant it. Each class had a bed, and then we asked families in the area to adopt a bed when summer school got over, and so they went ahead and were able to care for and harvest the things that were growing there. And we're looking to do some expansion down the hillside then this year. So every year is going to be a new experience with it, and so it was a lot of fun last year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Even more fun this year.
Yeah, and it's certainly not just me. I mean, things I'm involved with, really, I work very hard to make them be a team, whatever. You know, I don't take credit because a lot of folks participated and contributed a lot to make it happen. So. And
the kids learn that their food doesn't come directly from the supermarket.
Right, that there's something before that.
There's a truck in between, right?
Right.
And Neil, you served on the County Board of Supervisors, and what made you decide to get involved in that endeavor?
Well, I really enjoyed the county supervisors because they're under the radar compared to city council and the school board.
I think they meet under cover of darkness somewhere, right?
People just don't pay attention so much. But the county has a budget of $170 million and has a huge influence on the infrastructure and the quality of life here in Rock County and for caring for people who are vulnerable here.
Absolutely.
So I was glad to be involved and still am involved in the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council for Rock County, which is doing our best to make the whole criminal justice system work better and more effectively.
Now, because you're so involved in the community and any number of things. I think I found at least 10 different things that you're involved with. What do you think are things that are important issues facing Janesville at this point? That clearly there's, we're sitting in the shadow of the GM plant, and that's pretty clear. Mm-hmm. But as far as, do you feel that we're headed in the right direction as a community? Do you feel that there's some things that maybe are not that you're concerned about being involved? Do you see, because you have a kind of a ground level seeing things and talk to people quite a bit. What is your impression?
Well, the two things that I'm most concerned about and involved in are the environment and diversity issues. And as far as the environment, I think Janesville's moving in exactly the right direction with the Sustainability Committee. And I think Janesville and Beloit could work together more, because Beloit, I think, is a couple of years ahead of us in terms of their environmental awareness and action as a city.
What are some of the things that Beloit is doing that we could be taking a look at?
Well, I just read an article in the paper about one of the mechanics in Beloit using hydrogen for some of their fleet.
Right.
And I mean, we should be looking at that too, for the county, for the city. Anyway, so that's one area that I think the city's moving in the right direction, maybe not as fast as some of us would like, but the other diversity area in terms of the school system and city employees and county employees, it's really clear that we have a long way to go to have our employees reflect the percentages of people of color in the community. We need to work really hard to figure out.
How do we breach that gap? And how do you feel we can go from being 95% white Anglo-Saxon to a more diverse community that you think would be?
Communication. We have to just keep talking to people and helping people to feel more comfortable, and personal appeals, I think. What do you think, Kay?
Well, and helping people feel comfortable enough to and feel like their ideas would be accepted and
so we have to project being a friendly community, welcoming community.
Exactly.
Deeper than just the
welcome
hello,
wagon.
how to meet you, good to meet you.
Good to meet you. Please don't call me again.
Yeah. Something like that. But the whole
Or don't move to my block.
Right. The whole business of it's recruitment and retention.
Right.
So you can recruit people, but if the atmosphere isn't welcoming, then they don't stay very long.
Well, and I would imagine it's difficult being the first person in any, say,
For sure.
any environment.
Mm-hmm.